I said AYOO. I said AYOO. I said AYOO. One man army against 50, bro. I stand on business. Time out.
Used to be scared of thrillers.
In other words,
The Cowboys haven't beat a team above 500. They beat a team right at 500.
But no, it's hard. It's hard because then they wouldn't even play in the conference.
Hey, forget all that. This whole year, and it ain't about fantasy, it's about the facts.
No, that's not the thing. That is not the thing. You never.
We just went viral for the wrong reasons again.
Do you realize it all comes back to fraud?
You was trying to see how we feel about that situation? Nah,
And Blake Hall.
I said AYOO. Yes, sir. Don DeMarco, man. What's the word, man? Episode 112. Hit him with the 112. How y'all boys feeling? Cupid.
You're muted, gang.
Does it last?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Easter has just passed.
Sir. He got up.
Go. Hey, go ahead. Hey, go ahead and give me a few.
There we go. Let him
You're in the Sunday best. Yes, sir.
Cook, man. You see him. You got that Easter tan on.
Go.
Playing with him. But yeah, man. We here, man. It is now April 23rd, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We are well into April postseason for basketball is kicking off.
Mm-hmm.
We got NFL draft kicking off tomorrow. I said, yo, drop that mock draft last week. If you ain't check it out, you know what I'm saying? You slacking on your macking.
100%.
We didn't get quite. Oh, yes, sir. Big Sway in the building. Yes, sir. Let's talk numbers, man. But we here to talk about. First of all, we
parts of the chat.
Yeah. In the chat.
What up, chat?
We gotta talk about what we did last week, man. We first and foremost, we're gonna start here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the draft we came up with last week. What stood out to y'all about this mock draft, the latest mock draft from I Said AYOO Pod?
The biggest thing. We don't like these wide receivers. We don't like these wide receivers at all.
I think we missed on a lot of picks. I know I did. I admitted my faults, but just the big thing to me is like the fact that we sat here and picked 32 players, and to think not one of them is going to be coming from the national champions is absolute ludicrous. Absolute ludicrous that the national champions will not have a first round drafted player.
Let me ask this. Ime Udoka, Trayvon Henderson. I'm trying to figure out who's the best prospect.
I'll tell you who's the best player on their team. He's back at Ohio State again.
No.
Well, both of them. Both of your two best players are back at Ohio State again on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
That's the issue.
No, but I'm looking at the guy that we do have that most likely will go first round is Can y'all see the chat or not?
Yeah, I do.
No, I can't.
Sweet, but because
I said Ime Udoka
instead of Mecca, but yeah. The fact that first of all, the most likely player Ohio State will have going first round is Josh Simmons, the lineman, and we completely overlooked that.
Yeah, we did.
We did have several linemen, get drafted, or we drafted only 3 tackles. We didn't have a guard. We know that's not how this is going to play out. Well, it might. I'd probably say 4 to 6 linemen, offensive linemen will go.
I don't think it'd be as many corners.
Yeah. We did OD on the corners.
I mean,
I reached on the Benjamin Morrison for the Dolphins. Maxwell Harrison would have been a better pick. Completely overlooked that, but I admitted that. But yeah, I think, and it's just also the way we drafted. Will Johnson is not going to the Panthers. Like, that's not happening. It's not even the best pick for them, respectfully.
You know your team. I know my team.
No, you don't.
You get the best defensive player.
No.
I told you what the Panthers will really do. Trade back and get Mike Green.
Very fair, but in this case, in this scenario, DB is a corner is last priority for the Panthers, and I don't see them picking them.
We definitely need an edge rusher, but the edge rusher everybody wants in the top 10, other than Abdul Carter, is freaking old dude Jalen Walker, and I don't see the value of him at 8, bro. I don't. He's undersized. He's not that fast. He's a solid linebacker, most definitely, but we don't need a linebacker right now. We need a rusher.
I'm gonna tell you where the dominoes fell. Travis Hunter at number 1.
No, it's not.
I think
it's not true.
No, because he was going. Because the only reason I say it didn't change nothing, because 1 and 2 were going to be 1 and 2. They just flipped. 1 and 2 is going to be 1 and 2.
Exactly. Yeah. So
now probably Shedeur at number 3. I say that probably messed it up more than anything.
Abdul Carter's not leaving the top 5.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was kind of egregious bias.
Yeah.
Stephen Tate Smith, man. He had some good takes though.
I don't think that was his pick. He wasn't the first pick.
He was the 3rd when he got shit.
It was the Will Campbell. It was the Will Campbell. Patriots will definitely pick Abdul over Will.
They need both. Yeah. They need both.
That's the domino.
And then Armand Membu will not be.
No, I'm telling you, that's where Ohio's Josh Simmons should have got picked. That's on me. I'll let that rock though. Yo.
I like number 10 though. I ain't gonna lie.
I bet you do.
I bet you like it a lot, huh?
We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens on Thursday.
Hey, you like number 12, Brando?
No, Omarion Hampton. I told y'all, Cowboys need a lot of holes, and Omarion Hampton, you could get much better value in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round for running back. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. No.
Who would you pick then?
At 12?
Yeah.
The
way this fell.
The way this draft fell. You have to go O-lineman.
I was thinking that after running back.
Because that's where Cowboys have been dominant in the previous decade. 3 Hall of Fame linemen. That's when DeMarco Murray started flourishing. We brought back Darren McFadden's career. Ezekiel Elliott popped off. So you gotta have that first, and then you go get your running back. That's been the success since the 90s. I mean, they had to get an O-line for Emmett, and so you get O-linemen, shuffle them around, and you can get a great running back in the 2nd, 3rd round. Henderson, Tootin, Basul, Dylan Sampson, RJ Harvey. Even Judkins might pop off, has potential. So
Judkins do have potential.
I don't think a receiver needs to be took here. Maybe, but I would have went O-lineman for Cowboys at 12.
That's fair.
Can't stay with New York really.
Jesus Christ, you are my Lord and Savior.
I will say New York's pick might create a domino effect on Thursday for sure.
Yeah,
but I think it might not be our biggest mistake, because I don't think it should be a mistake. I think our mistake is the fact that Shedeur may or may not be drafted in the 1st round.
No cap.
Which is disgusting. It's very disgusting. But people are saying Shedeur's going to be drafted where we drafted Jackson Dart at 21.
Folks saying, will New York really go get Shedeur, or are they going to reach up to get Ashton Jeanty to make up for Saquon?
Absolutely.
That's
crazy.
That's like I ain't gonna lie. That's a double. That's the end of your career. Like some GMs get fired and they find other jobs. Like you're never working again. You're retired.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If Ashton Jeanty goes in the top 5,
Somebody's going to jail.
I don't know if I'm getting Sunday ticket this year because I don't need to watch silly decisions.
Hold on.
And no, that's not due to the fact that he's not good enough to be in the top 5. None of these teams need him that much.
Let's check the money line. Ashton Jeanty over under 6.5. Pick 6.5. Under.
Oh wait, that's Raiders. Ooh.
I think it's over.
Over 6.5. That's because you're a Bears fan.
Over,
bro. Based on the weight, like, okay, if he's not at 6, he's not
dropping.
He's 10 is his next chance at glory.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is bearing there's no trades because
right.
I feel like this draft anything can happen. Like once you get outside of these top 4-ish, 3-4-ish players,
yep,
anything can happen. I mean,
because
anything.
McMillan is probably not realistically. He's probably not getting out the top 7, the top 10. He's not leaving the top 10.
Who in the top 10 is going to jump at Tat McMillan?
Say that again.
Who in the top 10 is going to jump at him?
No, I'm saying like in real life, I feel like he's going to be in the top 10. Like that's.
Now I'm saying, and who in the top 10 is going to jump at him?
Shit. I hope number 8 don't, but other than that, I don't care who does it. Number 9 needs defense. Number 10 don't need no wide receivers at the moment. Not more than other positions. The Jets.
What the Jets need?
That's what I'm trying to think. Because who do they sign? Who do they sign as a free agent again?
They need a quarterback.
All right, Justin Fields is their quarterback.
Exactly. And I don't. That's why I don't think Shedeur will drop out of top 10 because I think if Shedeur falls to this. Oh, you said Jets. My fault. I'm thinking about the Saints. My fault.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely. I think Shedeur, if he drops that far, the Saints pick him up. But then again,
Saints is not it. Which, I mean, I don't know why Taysom Hill and Derek Carr are still in the locker room, but
Taysom Hill is the Swiss Army knife of Swiss Army knives.
You might as well switch his number to 42.
Okay.
Forget taking snaps at QB.
But they just drafted. It's a matter of if they want to take a chance. Give Spencer Rattler a chance or not. That's all.
No.
That's all it is.
He ain't playing too bad.
That saying take a chance is just like IJJ Fish singing "Give Me a Chance."
It's something about you.
Talking about. That's the same level of chance we talking about. We talking about Spencer Rattler, with all due respect.
I mean,
I think if Shedeur don't go to New York Giants,
Saints.
I think there's a real chance the Jets or Saints will take him.
Yeah.
And if not, he'll be throwing to DK Metcalf and George Pickens. Baron George Pickens doesn't get traded.
I was finna say that if they're on the same team by the end of the day.
I don't know, bro. The Shedeur propaganda. I mean,
his
at best,
still
okay. At best, where do we think he fit? Like at best, where do we think he would sit amongst the quarterbacks in the league?
Like rank him out of 32.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Because
it's
a lot going on with this whole quarterback thing, but
he's better than Will Levis.
Yes.
Wow, we're starting there.
I mean, we got to start from the bottom, work our way up.
I'm looking at the board.
Yeah.
He's better than Deshaun Watson. I just feel like
What you feeling?
Hey
yo, nah.
Rage bait got him. Rage bait got him. Nah, he's better. He's better than the Browns locker room. I
He's got to show that he's better than Deshaun Watson.
What is Deshaun Watson? Ever since he's touched the field, after you know what I mean,
Hurt.
What is Deshaun Watson shown? So he's automatically by default better.
Yeah,
I think he's better than Drake May, 100%.
Yeah, and we're getting it there.
What?
No,
you saying he's bottom? You saying he's bottom 28?
Okay. Here we go. We talking whatever. You running an organization.
Mm-hmm.
You got two quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Which one is you gonna rock with? You got Shedeur Sanders or Trevor Lawrence?
Shedeur Sanders.
Trevor Lawrence.
And there we have it. That's where we already discussed.
And I don't even think Trevor Lawrence is like that guy. But I mean, again, Shedeur isn't that great of a prospect to put him above NFL players at the moment. I don't even think I'm putting Cam Ward above a lot of these players neither.
That was not the question.
I feel like he's a better prospect than Shedeur.
That wasn't the question.
That ties into it.
I mean, yeah, but we don't draft players for the rookie year. That's why I'm asking. As a GM, whatever goal you have in mind as a GM, whether you want to win today, tomorrow, or next year, what quarterback are you going to rock out with? Shedeur or Trevor Lawrence? And y'all split decision. Shedeur or Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
Very well.
Shedeur
or Tua Tagovailoa?
Shedeur.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go with Shedeur because
they just banned every helmet. They just banned every helmet that Tua's ever wore. Shedeur.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going with Shedeur, bro.
Shedeur, out of here. Shedeur or Sam Darnold?
Shedeur. Come on, yo.
Sam Darnold just had a great season. He lost to two teams last year.
He had a great season, terrible career. Shedeur.
But you think what are we basing it off? Are we basing it off of right now? Because we just talked about Deshaun Watson and he started off on fire.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm not gambling. I'm not gambling on missing out on Shedeur Sanders right now because I'm rocking with Sam Darnold for the next 5 years. I'm not taking that. Because give me Shedeur.
I don't like Sam Darnold. He gave me a bad taste at Carolina. But if we're basing off of what have you done for me lately, like you're doing, then I guess I got to go Sam Darnold.
Shedeur Sanders or JJ McCarthy?
They're both rookies.
Shedeur Sanders.
Okay, pick one.
Give me JJ.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you one more signal before I call the ambulance so they can make sure your circulation's straight.
Yeah, that's nice. JJ McCarthy.
Shedeur Sanders or Kirk Cousins?
Shedeur Sanders. What? This is crazy.
No, it is,
bro. Not. Like I'm not. It's not crazy because it's like, all right. I want Shedeur to do great. I want him to be a great quarterback.
Kirk right now.
But if we're talking about like right now, like throw him in the league, it's like.
And you got to pay $40 million to get benched. That doesn't make sense. You
can't do that. Kirk had one bad year. If you're gonna judge Sam Darnold off his career, you gotta judge Kirk off his career.
That's why. Who are you basing it on? You jumping. But when you're judging,
no. Kirk Cousins is coming off of a very traumatic injury. Switched teams, switched offensive coordinators, and got thrown into a brand new situation at this age. And we don't know if it's the age or we don't know if it was the new system. We don't know. But Kirk Cousins has had a very good career, very productive career. And in the right situation, he can play impactful winning football.
Maybe one playoff win?
One or two.
And I have a question on that matter.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Since you're saying Kirk Cousins as of right now, we're talking about Shedeur Sanders being drafted by the same teams we're comparing these quarterbacks to, right?
You're talking about like if let's say we said Bryce Young, we're saying like the Panthers
franchise in general.
Yeah,
Or you
sure.
think- okay.
Yeah, sure. For context, yeah, sure.
Okay, well, either way, like, if I'm a random franchise, I'm not taking Kirk Cousins post-injury, like you just said, after the year that he got benched, like you just said, after having only one playoff win his whole career, like you just said, versus taking a rookie Shedeur, where it's like, bro, rookie contract at worst. Rookie contract at worst. If we're talking about Atlanta picking Kirk Cousins or Shedeur Sanders, it's Atlanta. Next question. That's not even a question. I just kept the context for just on the field sake. I wasn't even thinking about all the locations and stuff. Shedeur in Atlanta boosting the economy. We're gonna stay out of the.
If we're doing that, we gotta be fair. Michael Penix or Shedeur?
Yeah, we're gonna stay right there.
You want to keep it fair?
I said Shedeur last year.
Yeah, but are you saying now or are you keeping Shedeur now?
I'm saying Shedeur now.
Yeah, no, Penix.
That's fair. I ain't gotta agree, but
Shedeur or Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray. For sure.
You talking about one playoff win and then go pick Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray's not even 30. Am I tripping? What? He's not even 30.
So you think Kyler Murray has the best of him ahead of him?
Yeah. No, that I'll do.
Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He's still a hooper.
Kyler Murray has had DeAndre Hopkins, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, and
If you think all he needs is receivers to show. Shedeur Sanders is a clear example of receivers alone won't get you nowhere. He's a clear example. His college career is a clear example of it takes more than our receivers. That's what I'm saying. Kyler Murray has been running from his life ever since he's been in the same conference as Aaron Donald, same division as Aaron Donald. So until he gets some decent blocking, I don't want to hear none of that who he's had at receiver core.
Shedeur Sanders or Geno Smith?
That's tough. Because we're about to see what they do. We're about to see what they're about to do on Thursday.
Yeah. If you need to go win right now, I'll probably still take
Geno Smith.
Yeah, I still take Geno.
So win right now, Geno Smith checks the box. Win right now, Kirk Cousins does not check the box.
Bro, he just got benched this year. I'm not.
Win right now, Sam Darnold does not check the box.
No, because he did not win.
And Geno did. Geno Smith did.
Geno Smith, bro. Do we watch the same games?
Geno Smith.
No. Hold on.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks were not a good football team.
Yes, they were, and they were
in a trash division.
They were in a trash division.
Name me two players on the Seahawks defense.
They were in a trash division. That is irrelevant. They were in a trash division. They had a good chance to make the playoffs.
What is trash? Okay. Based off your logic, I should have went with Shedeur Sanders over Bryce Young.
We can talk about it.
We did. I already chose Bryce Young. But you said trash division. They should have made the playoffs. Bryce Young ended up getting benched at some point.
In the beginning.
So based off your context on how bad the team did, because it's the quarterback's fault always. I should have picked Shedeur Sanders over Bryce Young. And considering the fact that Atlanta did not make the playoffs, I should have chose Shedeur Sanders convincingly over Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix.
Well, Michael Penix came at the very end.
So they didn't succeed. They didn't succeed. Based off what Brandon is saying. That's what I'm saying. Based off of what Brandon is saying, the Seahawks season is all for the quarterback. Even though he was top 5 in passing,
that's what back-to-back.
Their team was dog water. Their team was absolute dog water.
Oh my goodness! Bro.
I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna keep the context out of the teams, then Shedeur Sanders already overhad these people for sure.
Nah, that's Jeez Louise, bro. I swear I can't. Don't worry about it.
No playoffs, Shedeur, Joe Burrow. Teams that make playoffs, right?
No, that's not.
No. Teams that need
that's what you said. I'm going off of what you said. You're the one who brought up playoff wins, not me. Do not do that. Hold on. Time out. We're not finna sit here and flip the script like that. You the one who brought up playoff wins. You the one who brought up playoff success. Not me.
Bro, Kirk Cousins has been on multiple teams, and I only remember one playoff win.
What teams were those again?
The Redskins at the time.
Uh-huh.
Yes. The Minnesota Vikings. He just left the Minnesota Vikings. They just made the playoffs.
That was solid.
They lost to the Giants in a home playoff game.
Yeah.
And now the Falcons. To my knowledge. Benched. I'm taking Geno, bro. Geno is just not just now getting the shot.
Who get drafted by the Jets, right?
Don't count. Yeah, New York Jets don't count.
Oh goodness,
Bro.
I mean, you said a shot though. Like he got a shot in New York.
Let's see. What else is going on? Very well. Well, they got Shedeur over under at 11.5. Pick number 11.5.
Over. I think he's falling to 21.
21.
To the Steelers.
I think he's a top 5 pick talent, but I don't.
Top 5 talent. We just went through all of that for him. You just say he's a top 5 talent.
I said top 5 pick talent. Top 5 pick talent.
That's what I said. I reiterated what you said. You went through all of that to say he's a top 5 talent, but pick all these quarterbacks over him. That don't make sense.
A top 5 pick talent? Like top 5 draft pick talent? Am I tripping?
That makes because we have seen top 5 pick talent drop.
Yeah. Like Michael Parsons, that's a top 5 pick talent, but he was not a top 5 pick.
So what was wrong with what I
said? Just like Carter.
So you think Shedeur could be just as impactful as a Michael Parsons on the quarterback side, but pick all these quarterbacks over him? But pick a Geno Smith over him?
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Michael Parsons is tough. There are a lot of edge rushers I'm picking over him right now.
No, it is not.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Round.
Pick four, Preston. Pick 4, Preston.
4? Mouse TJ Watt. That's in the same division. I haven't even thought about
all
it.
Right.
Max Crosby, that's another. Another edge rusher.
Yeah.
Another edge rusher.
You can stay. Can you stay in that division? Can you go back to that division? No, you can't. Wrong division. My bad.
Is crazy.
He said.
I think
Hutchinson
is
that's yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson just got injured. Not doing that.
You wouldn't take him healthy over Michael Parsons.
Your shell.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm a Michael Parsons fan. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Michael Parsons fan.
No, you ain't not.
Bro.
No, you're not, bro. Now we're being disrespectful.
Well, Michael Parsons did get off. The Cowboys got to be up 14 points. He ain't effective in no run game.
That's cap, bro. We talking about youngest player to get to 50 sacks, 10 plus sacks each season, regardless of how injured he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the only player who don't get called for holding as much as it should. Stop playing, bro. What are we chatting about? And mind you, he's smaller than all of these guys.
You sound like Jerry Jones right now.
He's smaller than all these guys, bro. We talking about a 6'3", 230 guy out here dominating the pass rushers.
So you think that makes him favorable for me to pick him? This shell again. That doesn't make me want to pick him more because he's doing it at a smaller size. Ooh.
That's why y'all love AI. That's why y'all love AI.
He's not. It's 4 shooting guards. It's 4 shooting guards automatically better than him without even hesitate, without even stutter. It's stammering.
That's cap, bro.
Already 4.
What did you say? Whoa, you said Will Anderson? That's crazy, Preston.
Now we being now he's getting there. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting somewhere.
Did he not have double digits sacks?
What is that?
Yeah, but you said edge rushers. That's why I was delayed. That's why I was slowing down. D-line might even be top 10.
Oh, D-line do get crazy with them tackles. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's crazy, bro.
Because old dude from
top 10. D-line, he might not be top 10.
Because Odu for LA, is he a D tackle or he's a D tackle?
You talking about Fisk?
No, Fisk is the other one. Fisk is the white one.
Jared Verse? No, I ain't saying Jared Verse. I ain't say Jared Verse was better.
But what is he?
Jalen Carter already better than Michael Parsons.
All right, for sure.
I agree with that.
He's already better than Michael Parsons.
1,000%.
Jalen Carter is a problem.
For sure.
And if you think I'm tripping,
for sure,
you've either never had your hand in the dirt or you don't appreciate the men that's had their hand in the dirt. So you don't really appreciate ball for real.
Round.
Ain't no round.
Yeah.
Bro, you tripping. Jalen Carter is definitely better than Michael Parsons.
Round, bro.
Michael Parsons, Chandler Parsons.
She don't want no puppy.
She want a big dog.
Carter and 5.
Very well. That's don't worry about it. You got the clip you was looking for.
The Carter 5.
You got the
Michael Parsons, Chandler Parsons, Parkinson's. Carter and 5.
Very well. Y'all quote. Speaking of Shannon.
So, are you talking about Tampa Bay? We talk about Shannon. We talk about Tampa Bay.
Speaking of
Bro,
Shannon.
can we please go to break, bro? Can we please go to break?
She was on 19.
We just got news that the Panthers are most likely to trade back from 8.
Yeah.
We can't really predict what's going to happen because I feel like it's going to be a lot of trades.
But it's also hard to trade back because if I'm not mistaken, I don't see any team on here with 2 first-round picks.
But they're going to get some.
That's you talking about for the next year. Yeah.
No. I'm saying like if somebody want to same way y'all jumped up at 31 to get Xavier Leggett, somebody will do that again.
We jumped up one spot.
I look at
person you muted.
Y'all know there's a lot of draft boards that have that Stanford receiver high. I don't know if we talked about that, but they have that Stanford receiver high on the draft board.
Bro, y'all seen where they have the quarterback from Louisville? Some of them have him as the #1 quarterback on their chart. I said, this is you see, this is why some executives and some GMs and some scouts, they need their names next to these so we know who to fire and give open positions to. Because if you have him as the #1 quarterback, either you're trying to throw smoke or you really just suck at your job.
Yeah, that is pretty insane.
Donovan Jackson, Josh Simmons is a guard. Is there any players that we didn't draft that might sneak up into the first round?
Shit, probably a few.
Is it Ibuka?
Yeah.
He might sneak in the first round.
If you're talking slide, I'm taking Ibuka over Luther Burden respectfully. It's not a discussion. It's not too much.
I think Ibuka sneak in. I think Trevon Henderson might.
Tavon,
Carter 5.
The only way I don't know. For Travion to sneak in there, I think Omarion Hampton will have to be gone, and obviously Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah. Let me reverse the question. Who y'all think not going to make this top 32?
Top 32 or not?
Yeah. For somebody to jump up, somebody got to jump out.
I don't think Jackson Dart is getting drafted in the first round. And I don't say that with any malice. It's just not that many quarterbacks. I think Cam and Shedeur are the only 2 quarterbacks that's probably going, bro. It's not too many people who need quarterbacks.
Let's not forget Jalen Milroe will be in attendance at the draft.
Yeah, bro.
I told
first round picks.
I used to show up to Piedmont Awards for like straight A's and B's, knowing damn well I had C's. I mean, you still gotta show up sometimes, bro. You just want to do it for the experience, bro. I heard they have free pizza, bro. Come on.
Nah.
Come on.
That's bait. That's bait.
Yeah,
not falling for it.
That's crazy. That was a crazy.
I told you, bro. If you faster than the 21 other players on the field, bro, they're gonna find a spot for you. I'm telling you.
I think
I think one of my picks, Benjamin Morrison, will fall back. I don't think he'll make the first round. Will Johnson go first round?
James
Johnny
Pierce might fall.
Harrison
You
go
said who?
first round.
You
Trey
said who?
Harris is not going in the first round. I told niggas that. Trey Harris not going in the first round for no show.
James
I'm gonna be.
Pierce might not off of the strength of his he has highlights, but his game film weak.
I'm gonna be honest with
Nah,
you.
you just-
Also,
6,
Stewart.
5. Where was Montez
Stewart.
drafted?
Stewart from Texas A&M that we have the Chiefs getting. I don't even think he's a first 2 round pick, bro. He has 3.5 sacks in over 3 years, something crazy. No, bro. If that's getting a first round draft pick, bro. If my son looks to be 6'5", we're just gonna work out all day. As long as you look the part, you're getting picked. That's all it is.
That gets you to the draft.
Montez Sweat 6'6". He ran like a 4'4", 4'6" or something like that. First round, 26, pick 26, and I think that's James Pierce. I think that's going to be like his peak. He's going to be a Montez Sweat, and
that's not bad.
4-5 would get you in the first round.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You said it.
I did.
So I
as
think
a DN. Yeah. So what did Stewart run that everybody's so high on this non-producer?
Combine. Let me look at his combine or pro day numbers, because that's it.
I know he's crazy on NCAA for sure.
He ran a 4.5, 40-inch vertical, 4.5 sacks in 37 games is nasty.
294.5. Yeah. With the number 1 pick in the 2025 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select Shamar Stewart. Boo! I'm telling you, 4'5", 290. I'll work with it.
No, and that's the problem. You can't work with it, bro.
Oh, but that was the thing. That was also the thing. I think he's listed at where do we get to 290?
6'5", 6'6".
He is listed at 290, but he got down to 260 at the combine.
To run the 4.5.
Yeah.
No.
He lost dumb weight.
He's not even.
It's a bamboozle.
Bro, and then it's like not only that, you can't draft straight off of potential like that. Because we seen what happened with Jadeveon Clowney. He's not a producer. He's not that good.
What?
He had one or 2 years out of 15. 15 is crazy. Out of 13 with double-digit sacks. Other than that, he ain't had more than 6. And it's because JJ was on the other side eating up double.
First and foremost, Jadeveon Clowney never had double-digit sacks.
He never had double-digit sacks. He was with JJ. No, I thought he had 1 year. He never had any. His highest was 9 or 8. 9.5. Yeah.
But he did make Pro Bowl. He did make 3 straight Pro Bowls.
Yeah, for no fucking reason. Just like your Ohio State boy made a Pro Bowl his rookie year over Brian Burns. He didn't deserve it.
He was playing.
He didn't earn it.
He was playing with JJ Watt, bro.
You know who I'm talking about? Defensive end, played for Washington, played for the Saints now. Yeah, sucked. And he made a Pro Bowl his first year.
Chase Young peaked his freshman year.
Okay, I ain't gonna say suck, but he wasn't that good. Let me say that. Suck is kind of crazy.
He peaked his rookie year, man.
Yeah, and he didn't even have double digit sacks that year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think. I mean, we got some sleeper DNs in this drive. Don't worry about it. JT will be a force. Tyleek Williams, I think he's going to be a very sleeper pick. As long as he gets in the right.
Tyleek
Williams, the D tackle, interior D lineman.
For sure.
As long as nobody's expecting him to pass rush, I think he'll be a very good pick that Dallas could use.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Whoever gonna get Mason Graham, you got a dog. When you watch him play, 100% every time, boy. 100% every time, boy.
He'll be top 5 pick. He'll be either Jacksonville or New England, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. That's very tough. Draft tomorrow. Travis Hunter over under 2.5. Pick 2.5.
Under.
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 Are you putting bets in right now? Are you using this?
Oh, gambling is crazy.
Bro, he is. That's crazy.
It ain't if you do the stock market, but
Gambling is crazy. HBCU players over under 0.5. Nah.
I saw a bug on my laptop. I had to smack it.
Yo, let's talk about it.
Shit, over point. You said 0.5?
0.5.
Not 1.5, right?
Huh?
Shiloh Sanders considered an HBCU player, right? Because he did play at.
Now they got to declare from the school because Travis Hunter and Shedeur.
Yeah, technically
clear.
I was trying to see what the loophole was.
They got to declare from the school.
Yeah,
in the first round.
No. In the draft, all 7 rounds.
Oh, give me over. Give me over.
There was no HBCU players drafted last year.
Oh, that's racism at its finest. Still give me one. Give me one. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's crazy though. Like I did look up like HBCU players in the draft, and it's like in the 90s, because obviously you know the Alabama thing, Alabama, remember the Titans type thing. But HBCU players used to go to like be a funnel to the draft. Like it was. That's why you got the Michael Strahans, Jerry Rices, Shannon Sharps. Like it was like 10 players in the draft in the 90s. 2000s, things start slimming down. But even this decade up until last year, well, before COVID, you was getting like 3-4 players in the draft at least. But now NIL thing, that might be obsolete.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You telling me what can I use? I'm at North Carolina Central. Having a ball. This is NC State. Just to come up the street, we're going to give you $700K. Oh, brother, I'm at NC State. So it's like they can pick the top players with ease.
Yeah, I want to say Mrs. Winters was giving out NILs to A&T.
All right,
They was.
I'm not lying. They was. But
they get like one free combo a week.
They closed down, so it's probably chopped.
Because they gave all
they closed down.
They gave all the minutes away from.
Nah, it's not. We gotta transition, bro.
They turned the Meals on Wheels.
He's sick, bro. He's loving it, man. He's loving it.
Nah, chill, bro.
I think to say the least, man. HBCU football is in a scary sight, but Alabama A&M do got a tackle 6'7", 315. I very well think somebody might jump at that.
On the third day, like who? Dun.
Yeah, on the third day for sure. But yeah, that's crazy. Big Ten over under 2.5 players drafted in the top 10.
Ooh. Wait, you said 2.5?
Yeah.
Under.
We got 2 for sure.
Under.
I don't know. I might have to do the under too.
Tyler Warren would have to be the third under.
It's not going.
That's not going.
You don't think it'd be Will Johnson
in the top 8 or 10? Which one?
Top 10.
Because it's like if Shedeur don't get drafted at 3, I feel like he's really gonna go to 9, and that's where I think Will Johnson might go. So it's.
I'm gonna say under.
Wait, y'all kind of need a corner too. No, y'all don't.
Who's y'all?
I need
Bears defense is set.
We don't have that's not
Bears, they're not. Yeah, they don't.
Bears. All they gotta do is put the glitter on it at this point.
Yeah.
Polish the paint. But SEC SEC over under 3.5 players picked in the top 10.
SEC
Yeah,
Under.
3.5.
3.5.
Under.
Texas is now still under. 3.5 under.
Under? Whoa, hold on.
You said 3.5 in the top 10?
Yeah.
Because right now we got 3.
Will Campbell.
Right now we have 3.
The tackle from Missouri.
Missouri counts.
Yeah.
I think that will either be. I think that's interchangeable between Kevin Banks or Amon Mimbu, based on what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I don't think Johnny Barron is getting drafted at 9.
What? I mean,
There's still only 3.
You don't think Jade's getting drafted that high?
I don't think he's gonna get drafted before Will Johnson, and I don't think Will Johnson is getting drafted that high.
Very well. Will Johnson was injured most of last year as well, so it's kind of I think that's hurting his stock.
What he was out 4 or 5?
Enough.
6, 7.
In college, you missed 2-3 games. You was out for the season.
Basically.
You was out for the season.
No lie.
But all right. Well, let's do it like this. And we're gonna end the round like this. First quarterback off the board.
Cam Moore.
First running back off the board.
Ashton Jeanty.
First receiver off the board. Get spicy.
Golden.
Golden where?
Igbuka.
Because you gotta think. Where is these
Situation
gonna go?
Yeah.
You can't
Because
just. Who's gonna take Ibuka before anybody else is a receiver?
I'm gonna be honest. Number 11, they need everything. They got rid of everything. They need everything.
I think it's sounding like the Cowboys are favoring a receiver. However, Jerry Jones allegedly has a couple trades cooked up as well. And that 12 pick 12 is a very tradable pick. But if they do stay a receiver, I think hopefully they go Golden, and I think he would be the first receiver off the board in this case.
I can tell you this: if Jerry got some trades cooking, who's ever on the other side is eating. Okay, because it's gonna be a one-sided.
He's going bless.
I'm telling you, full spread Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Every time.
Buffet.
So I'll go Golden as first receiver off. That's
All right.
outside of that. I don't.
Yeah. McMillan, easy answer for that. Other than
They talking about drafting T-Mac. I wouldn't do it. Dak couldn't throw the Dez. He's not gonna be able to throw the T-Mac. So I hope they don't do that. But first tight end off the board.
Tyler Warren, only tight end off the board tomorrow.
Okay. Only tight end? I don't think so. First lineman off the board.
bro,
Will Campbell.
I want to say Will Campbell.
Will Campbell. First offensive lineman. Okay. First corner off the board.
Travis Hunter.
There you go. Good question.
You would count as first receiver, actually.
Yeah, Travis.
Is Travis a top 5 corner and top 5 receiver prospect in this drive?
Oh, prospect? Yes.
I think so, bro.
Yeah. Prospect, yeah.
You're not thinking that is actually insane.
Yeah, very well. First safety off the board.
Oh, dude from Georgia.
No, stars.
For sure. First linebacker off the board. Off ball linebacker.
Oh, Campbell. Oh.
Jalen Walker.
Yeah.
Jalen Walker. Did we drop him too low at 17? I think so.
Right, he's like 6'1", and they really have him as an edge rusher.
First edge off.
Mute yourself.
Me? Oh, first edge off the board.
Abdul Carter.
Very well. And first interior D lineman.
It should be
Mason
Graham. It should be Mason Graham. If it's not,
Just
I
shout
don't
out,
know.
shout out to my nigga Gucci.
I don't think Walter Nolan for all 25. He's one of those raw SEC prospects they like to fall in love with. But I do think Mason Graham goes this first interior D lineman. That's good business, man. And that's the NFL draft for you, man.
Last question: does Shiloh Sanders get drafted?
But
The bug. It was a bug. You know, it's springtime. I'm on the first floor. I'm on the first floor now.
the Nats do be crazy. Okay.
Shiloh can get in communications. Go ahead and start figuring.
Wait.
I got you. Go where he want to go, honestly.
I got you. 2.5 on last name Sanders getting drafted in this year.
That's crazy.
1.5 actually. My bad. 1.5. Under pressing.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they're not the only Sanders in the draft.
This is true.
It might be more Sanders.
I'm gonna say over because I think he's like he could be a Mr. Irrelevant for sure.
Oh yeah, team do it just to do it type shit.
Like let's say if they want to draft him on the same team just for the heck of it.
Nah, that's a waste of a pick. I'd rather get a long snapper or something. I'll pick him up free agent.
Them last few rounds ain't even guaranteed on the 53.
Bro, you could get a long snapper, a punter, a kicker. You could get some value, bro.
The long snapper is crazy. I don't even think long snappers wear pads in their pants.
But a coach who was with the Carolina Panthers wasted a fifth round pick on a long snapper. But we ain't gonna talk about it.
A long snapper is crazy.
And we have a round on that. What's next, Brando?
Did y'all? I feel like they're gonna make a documentary about the I Am a Lever boys. They're gonna make a documentary about them. The way the NCAA, they're gonna be like the biggest villains in the NCAA all time between Nico and his brother Madden.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
they're gonna be the biggest NCAA villains all time.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's all right. We can get into this playoffs, man. We gotta talk.
Hey, Preston, man. How's that first round for you, my boy? How the Lakers?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been trying to, get my life right. So I've been watching a lot of recap.
Yeah.
10 o'clock games. But I did watch the first games across the board. Yeah, I did watch game one. I think this is a very great playoff series so far, regards to like the entertainment. Like we don't have too many. Like most of the games are very competitive. We're seeing some stars rising up. We're seeing some stars confirmed. Anthony Edwards is here to stay for a very long time.
Out of here, man.
Even though I think the Lakers are going to get them out of there in about 6. I love it. I love what the Pistons are doing with the Knicks. I love that chippy. That might be the chippiest series so far. That's been entertaining. I love the Clippers and Nuggets. That might be the purest. We talked about this with James Harden, but Kawhi Leonard is here. You know what I'm saying? Memphis Grizzlies and Thunder. I mean, what are we talking about? You might as well put that on Tubi.
That ain't shit too much.
You might as well put that on Tubi, man.
Same thing with Miami and
Cleveland. Yeah. But those are 1/8. So 1/8 makes sense. Other than that, man, I think it's been a very entertaining series so far.
Oh, Warriors Rockets.
Yeah, we were wrong.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And this is
I'm
wrong. Sorry, we know y'all love LeBron James, but Curry, bro. When Curry hits certain threes, I'm just like, game over. Cause it's like, bro, when he's hitting runaway floaters, bro, at the 3-point line, it just kills the whole team. It's like, what can we do, bro? What can we do? Just like last game when he hit that I told y'all he hit a fadeaway 3 for N1 right before half in the play-in tournament. I'll turn the TV off. I don't care how close it got. I knew they were gonna win. It's just when he's a certain level hot, he don't go down. And it's just no beating that, bro. It's just no beating that. And then you got dogs. They were smaller down low. So when Houston was getting down low at the fourth quarter, in the third quarter, they just start picking the ball away from the bigs. They couldn't get shot up. They just start stealing it right out the cookie jar. So it's like they play defense, they shoot threes, they play team basketball. A team like that always gonna get it done. Always.
Yeah, definitely was wrong about the Warriors. However, I mean, at the moment, I did acknowledge the fact that the Warriors was in the middle of a very heavy schedule, and they, between the back-to-backs and all of that, so it could have been a bad game, and it was a bad game. But I was definitely wrong as far as them having the formula to lock Curry down. Went out there, dropped 30 ball, game one, crazy shots like you said in the corner. Was definitely wrong about that. However, as far as the team making it out of the playoff, the first round, the experience definitely, I believe that kicked in. It wasn't no. It wasn't the experience. I'm gonna tell you why the Rockets went out there and looked the way they looked. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, Jalen Green absolutely stunk the bucket. The Rockets' success the past couple months has been on the fact that Jalen Green has been playing like the number 2 pick he was drafted to be, the number 1 high school player he was in the nation. And he's been playing as a top 5 shooting guardish level the last couple months. Went out there, absolutely stunk it up, dropped what? Let me see. How many points he had in the game?
I want to say he had like
8.
Yeah, it was 3. It was like 3 for 15 or something like that.
A very nasty game. 3 for 15, 7 points.
Awful.
Didn't give us the 20 didn't give the Rockets the 20 that they've been needing the past couple months.
Yeah.
Actually propelled them having that go-to scorer. So that was already got them out of funk. This game was played on Easter, right? Easter night, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
With the team being inexperienced and young, this team does not need rest. They sat their players like the last week of the season. Once they locked this 3 seed up, they gave their players that Friday, the 11th against the Lakers, which was a playoff team that you could very well see in the next round.
Yep.
That was a bad move there. They didn't play the players in the Sunday finale. So these players have been off for about 2 weeks, a week and a half to 2 weeks. These young bulls. And they got out of the rhythm because this team got hot at the end of the season. So they killed their own momentum. They killed their own momentum going into the playoffs. You already going to get a week off just because of the play-in. So they killed their own momentum going into the playoffs. And that's why they went out there and looked the way they looked on their home court against the Warriors, like I said, who was experienced. And the Warriors been playing playoff basketball since March. They've been playing basketball. They're playing playoff basketball on the Sunday last game of the season against the Clippers. They was playing playoff basketball against the Grizzlies for the play-in. So the Warriors already been locked in the mode and tapping on with experience. Rockets shot themselves in the foot, man. I feel like young teams, especially inexperienced teams, bro, you do not need rest. You do not kill your own momentum like that going into the playoffs.
And then it's like, what analytics say this is the right way to do it? Because Michael Jordan was playing 82 games.
82, bro. At 35.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 82 games.
I mean, this is a deeper question than, we like to call it. You know what I'm saying? We're in a society now where we like to give medications out for spirits and stuff. Like,
I don't know what's
anxiety, need to be praying for real. But you not say anymore. We're just in a different time where rest is kind of big on a lot of these players, which they probably could handle it considering they're getting paid, I don't know, $1 million a day. So
exactly.
And I get yelled at if I chill at the last 10 minutes at work. Man,
nah.
Millions. Nah, you don't be getting
I feel like teams should look at understanding, like I said, if they played the whole 82 till Sunday, they would have had a week off regardless. Like I said, because of the play-in now, you get a week rest. You know, playoffs season used to end Sunday, playoffs start Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But now you actually do get a week regardless. So Rockets killed their own momentum going to the playoffs against a very experienced team, the hottest team in the West, arguably. So that's on them. And now they're turning up a game on their home court. They got a chance to redeem themselves tonight. Thunder and Grizzlies, that's chopped as well, bro. We can wrap that one up.
Yeah.
In 4. Lakers.
That might be the only M4.
You just
no,
said Cavs,
I'm tripping.
Cavs Heat, right?
Yeah, Cavs Heat. Yeah, that's a 4.
Magic could go 4, even though Tatum's hurt. Appreciate the goats in the chat.
Hey, shout out to chat. Drop hearts in the chat. Give us money too, if that's how you say it.
Chill. Lightning bolts in the chat. We need one more lightning bolt in the chat.
Give us $1,000. We'll do a pot-a-thon right now tomorrow.
But yeah, that's and then the Lakers Timberwolves, they went to game.
Oh, did you say Bucks Pacers?
What about them?
We ain't finna address that.
Okay. Nah, they're not going to sweep. Lakers and Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards talk. The way that Timberwolves came out game 1, they had an unbelievable shooting night, blew the Lakers out on the home court, smacked them in the face. But we knew, anybody knew that they were not going to shoot like that again.
Yeah. Jaden McDaniels had 25 off the bench.
And Jaden McDaniels starts.
You mean Nas Reed?
Nas Reed came off. Nas Reed shot 6 for 9 from 3. Jaden McDaniels went 11 of 13 from the field. And Edwards was like 4 or 6. They had a crazy shooting night. They shot over 50%.
You're right. Yeah.
Anybody knew they were not going to do that again. But they acted like they was going to do that last night, and that's why they got beat up the way they did. Anthony Edwards,
they lost.
We had conversations last week about the Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell. Anthony Edwards is not there yet.
Jalen Brunson is?
Huh?
Jalen Brunson is?
I'm talking about as far as when we're ranking them, those players are still ahead of Anthony Edwards. He still got some.
Yeah, we can talk about it. We talk about it.
He's still got a ways to go. This is the playoffs. Coaching matters.
Have you seen what Jalen Brunson has been doing?
It's all about coaching. It's all about adjustments. And Lakers adjusted. Lakers adjusted to Anthony Edwards last night. They were doubling his drives. They was, trying to keep him from getting to the. I said Anthony Edwards, right? They were trying to keep him from getting to the bucket, right? A lot of help on the drives. But that shouldn't limit his offense. They don't even run the offense through him. They run that offense through Julius Randle. They don't even run the offense through Anthony Edwards. Like, yeah, he go out there and give you the 27, but it's more to it. Like, it's more the Lakers defense was not. You got to be able to adjust. Now we're gonna see game 3 and 4 if he figures it out. But he said it himself. He was out there confused last night. Your best player was out there confused and didn't know how to find other ways to be effective. And so it's a ways to go. He's still got some things to clean up before we're putting Anthony Edwards on first and second team All NBA. Respectfully.
But Jalen Brunson hasn't figured out with his foul baiting.
James Harden did it for a couple years.
No, I ain't gonna lie. What I saw with Jalen Brunson in game 2, specifically against the Pistons, was awful. So the fact that you're taking Jalen Brunson still over Anthony Edwards after what you've seen in his playoffs so far, it just shows. But that's a little implicit. I ain't gonna lie. That's a little.
It's not implicit at all. Jalen Brunson runs his team, and he about to win Clutch Player of the Year.
I think it's bad coaching on Thibodeau. ISO ball.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him that great because it's obviously not working like that. If the Knicks aren't getting foul calls, they're not making it out of the first round.
The Timberwolves have no offense. They have no offense either. It's all ISO. They don't even run pick and roll.
I didn't disagree with anything you said. Based off the offense being ran through Julius Randle. I'm not knocking that, but I'm saying I'm not finna give Jalen Brunson no credit for what I see out there. I'm not. That's horrible. And if it wasn't for the ticky tacky fouls, Jalen Brunson would have still been in the back of Thompson Twins' seatbelt in the whip booster seat.
The refs have been,
Sit back, son.
refs
Relax.
have been very
Put your hands
nasty.
up.
Oh, tight.
I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
There's no like, bro. I'm
Who was the third person you said? Anthony Edwards, Burton,
Donovan Mitchell.
or Donovan Mitchell? I like Donovan Mitchell. No, I don't. To my pitch.
Wow.
We'll see what Cleveland's talking about next round, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? They watching the Heat, bro. They watching them.
Anthony Edwards said he was out there confused. That's y'all star player. You say he's out here confused because they're clogging lines. They're clogging driving lanes. He's not manipulating no defense. He's not initiating no pick and roll, not getting no motion in the offense. He's just scoring buckets. It is different.
Hey,
types
Chad.
of 27.
Hey,
It's
Chad.
27 points per game. The threes he hit are all catch and shoot. It's not like he out there creating no 3-point shots. He's a very raw player who has a lot of potential. But in today, Anthony Edwards is a cool third team player, all NBA 13 player.
Hey, chat. Game 3. Anthony Edwards above 32 points. Go over.
You heard it. Cash in your parlay.
Bet 1,000 on it.
We're gonna see about that. As far as the Nuggets, Clippers, great basketball series. Very, very tough series. Both teams can be up 2-0. I think the Clippers should be up 2-0. But they can't rebound the ball. Russell Westbrook is hitting big shots. Russell Westbrook is grabbing good big boards. And the rebounding is going to be the reason why the Clippers lose this series. I mean, they've been up in both of these games. They did close out game 2. They didn't close out game 1, like I said, because Russell Westbrook. They tried to make him the scapegoat as to why everything don't work out. But Russell Westbrook is honestly, giving the Nuggets the spark they need to compete in this series. Or should I say get over the hump in the series? Because obviously Jokic and Murray, two-man ball.
And it's so crazy. Because the last 2-3 teams been using him as a scapegoat. And
I mean, we believed it. We used to call that man Westbrook.
Yeah.
That man's name is Westbrook.
Honestly, bro, like with the Lakers, his misses were bad misses, but he wasn't playing that horrible. In Washington, too. Oh, my gosh.
The Washington thing blows me because he went out there, averaged 22, 11, and 11.
Yeah.
A triple-double, and they disrespected that man. They didn't even give him an All-NBA selection. That's absolutely absurd.
I guess that's what happened when you play for the Wizards.
This Clipper team is good ball, though. Only thing is, I don't think you're getting 80% shooters from Kawhi Leonard every night. So
no,
the way Kawhi put them on his back,
yeah.
Because James Harden, oh my gosh, his fourth quarter, he went and stood in the corner the whole fourth quarter. It was so nasty, and they're reverting back to their ways. They're reverting back to why we say James Harden doesn't get it done in the playoffs. They're reverting back to why we say the Clippers don't get it done in the playoffs. Yes, Kawhi was the Superman of that team last night.
Yeah, he was.
He was a Superman. Going crazy, and the way they are trying to, the way they are guarding Jokic, they are swarming him. As soon as he touches the ball in the post, as soon as he looks away, makes his first move, they are swarming 2 and 3 people to him, and he's still going out there and putting up. What did he put up? 26, 10, and 11. It's ridiculous. But Kawhi Leonard, he's going to have to carry the team because James Harden doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. And Kawhi can do it because, that's who Kawhi is. If we take all healthy players, he's top 3.
3 is crazy.
We taking all healthy players, all injuries aside.
In the playoffs or just in general?
In the playoffs.
Yeah, 3 is crazy.
No, it's not.
Nikola Jokic is the best player on the planet.
Jokic.
Yes.
And
Steph Curry.
Nope.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't
Playoffs?
want to say the Giannis because they
Playoffs?
ain't won no games.
Yeah.
They're not winning no games.
You know
This is
Giannis
also
does
true.
not have help, bro. Don't act like Giannis has help.
Who did he have with him the first time he played? I mean, he won not the first time, the only
I ain't
time.
gonna lie. He has one of the best championship runs in the league ever.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 50-piece game 6. Never
50
forget.
piece naked.
I remember where I was working. I remember. Never mind.
Whoa. Hey.
I'm gonna leave that there. I just remember where I was working at the time. I remember what apartment I was in. I remember my field goal percentage at the time. I just remember. I feel like that's how I know greatness is greatness because I remember where I was when Giannis won his championship.
I remember. I can't forget. Yeah, the 50-point closeout was very tough. I also wanted to let it be known Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets have never beaten a 50-win team in the playoffs. So Clippers are the first 50-win team that they could possibly beat.
I think it's doable, but it would be the Clippers to lose. And the reason why I say that is because and the same amount of shooting that they got from like Chris Brown is going to play worse in LA.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. might get less touches in LA. I don't see Aaron Gordon getting 13 shots. Like I think the role players are going to get worse in LA. But you got to steal one. Because if you lose 2 straight, I mean, you might as well just not even go back to Denver unless you stopping at the dispensary. Go ahead and straight to Cancun because it's over with. It's not. You can't go down 3-1 against Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's not losing no 3-1 lead. So,
yeah, I do think the Clippers should win this series. Overall, I mean, from a team perspective, and where the series stands right now, Clippers should win the series. But like I said, Giannis is the best player in the world, so we're not going to count that out. However, he got a ring, but he beat all 40-win teams to get his ring. Yeah, he got playoff wins, but he's 0-5 against 50-win teams in the playoffs. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a great center, but where's the talent? That's what we get on LeBron about. Yeah, that's what we get on LeBron about for playing in the East. So we're not going to let Jokic get away with that either. As far as the Bucks, though, Damian Lillard first game back.
Shot horrible.
Bucks look, yeah, for sure. Bucks look rough, bro. And it's like, what do you do at this point?
Doc Rivers.
The team, I mean, yeah, Doc Rivers. But
who makes the team look better, though?
They're not getting no help from the players. I mean,
yeah. At the end of the day, you still got to play basketball. And they just not playing good basketball.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers replaced the coach that was like winning 30 games and losing like 13 at the time of the season last year, right?
Yeah.
The fact that if the Bucks do not make it out of the first round, if the first decision that they decide to do is split Damian Lillard and Giannis, it's clearly something wrong with the management.
Folks said Lillard messed up by leaving the Blazers.
The fuck was he gonna do with the? My bad.
I mean, he could have did. You know
What in the
saying?
heck was he gonna do in Portland?
He said he live in Oregon, so he's just talking as a fan.
I mean, he could have did the Western Conference Finals one more time.
Be an anchor. He's gonna be an anchor
in this Western Conference. Like what?
No.
How do you think we made the conference finals? Are we sure? In the West?
He ain't good out West.
I guess he hasn't. I don't know.
But yeah, I think it's looking okay. Bucks lose the series. Where do they go from here?
Home.
C4.
As far as the future.
C4 Claymore.
You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Why are you blowing that up?
Giannis.
What does blowing it up mean? Blowing it up means get rid of everybody.
Blow up the coaching staff. Darvin Ham is an assistant coach with his hands in his pockets, and he still has a job. I keep my hands in pockets at my job. I'm fired. I promise you. I
People think
promise
you
you.
got
So
something on you.
bro, C4 Claymore, coaching staff.
What'd you say, Brandon?
So go get Mike Malone.
Oh, you could.
Nah, Brandon, what you say?
Mike Malone got to come clean about what happened in Denver Nuggets, though. He got to. That was
Yeah.
kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Very weird behavior.
But don't skip past that. You said send Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Warriors. Did you say that, Brandon?
Nobody said that, bro. They have Jimmy Butler, 3-year extension. They're not interested in none of that. They might win a ring this year. They're not interested in none of that.
Nah, if that happens, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be quiet. I'll let y'all have y'all little fun debate. Y'all gonna hate me when I talk about LeBron James. I promise you, you're gonna hate me.
It's not gonna happen.
I have nothing to say.
I can tell you this though: Lakers not making it to no finals. Neither one of them. Lakers nor Timberwolves. Both of those teams look trash. They both look garbajo.
Here's the problem.
Lakers didn't want to win that game last night either. It's just the Timberwolves shot themselves out of the game so bad that they had enough cushion to win the game, but they didn't want to win it either.
I told y'all, bro. Here's the problem. You have two players on the team that don't know how to play when they got to take a step back. LeBron James don't know how to sit back a full game. Luka Doncic don't know how to sit back a full game. If they both knew how to play off of each other, they could literally take series off. I'm telling you. Minnesota won't no work with no Luka Doncic. And in the next round, the Golden State Warriors don't want no smoke with LeBron James. But because they don't want to listen to your boy, they don't want to make it to the finals. They could literally go every other team. They could go little watch this. They can go Luka take over for the Wolves series. They're gonna get out of there in 6. LeBron take over for the Warriors series. They're getting out of there in 6 or 7.
No.
Luka take over for the Thunder series. They getting out of there in 5. And LeBron take over for the Celtics series. They coming out of there in 6. Easy. Don't know about the Celtics want no smoke with no LeBron James.
No.
They want that Luka smoke, though. I'm telling you, bro, it's a matchup. They are a matchup problem if they play to their strengths. They don't want to play to their strengths. And that's the problem. They want to both get off at the same time, and that's not going to work. It's not gonna work. I'm telling you.
The Celtics got Drew Holiday.
Yeah, we addressed the shooting by the Timberwolves in Game 1. We knew that they would not be shooting like that again, probably for another game for the rest of the playoffs. But I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. Luka, yes, Luka is very well seeking out the matchups he wants, and things of that nature. Against the Timberwolves, he always has. That's why every time he get the ball and they see Rudy Gobert at the top, it's a standing ovation. It's a standing ovation every time. But that is why the Timberwolves came back, because they didn't guard Luka the same way they did last year. Last year, it was a panic mode. It was like, get Rudy off of the island, panic. This year, they're not doing that. They're letting Rudy Gobert stay out there and force him into the paint. And Luka did not shoot well last night. Yeah, they won, but he did not shoot well, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it when Rudy was guarding him? Let me check something.
Bro, Rudy is like his favorite. Rudy Gobert is his favorite defender.
But they let Rudy stand out there on the island and force him off the 3-point line. And that's when the Lakers offense got stagnant, letting Luka go ISO and carry. And it got stagnant, and Timberwolves just couldn't score. They couldn't come back. They couldn't do two things right in a row to come back. So that's why they came back. So I don't agree with the whole let them take off. They're gonna need both of them. They're gonna need Luka and LeBron to both carry their loads, same way the Warriors need Jimmy and Steph Curry to both carry their load. Because Jimmy did have a good night against the Rockets as well, not to forget. He did put up 25, 5 steals or something like that.
Yeah,
So
he did.
they're going to need both. It's not going to be a situation where Luka can carry like he did last year, where Kyrie would take series off, or Kyrie would come in and save the day when Luka wasn't hit. That's not the case here. It's not the case here. Timberwolves is a great defensive team. It's not going to be the case here.
Okay. I tell you what, they both keep taking 20 shots a game. They're gonna become they're gonna come be visitors at the church with our new location in 2 weeks. It's over with. It's over with. They're not gonna be able to keep it up. Both taking 20 shots a game and both shooting somewhat efficient to win the game. It's not happening, bro. One of them got to give up 5 of their shot attempts. They got to give up 5. Yeah, because you can't get no rhythm. You can't get no rhythm like that. Can't do it.
That's very well. And then what else? We got Cavs, Boston, Magic, Tatum out. Tatum injured, man.
And they still up by what, 13? Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, 13, 11. Boston, I mean, Derek White
is a problem.
Looking like one of the better trades in the NBA. Derek White. The way he's grown in Boston, is definitely a problem. And they're looking like favorites to come out of the East again. They could come out the East without Tatum.
Bro, Derek White looked like he should have been playing in the USA team all along.
Yeah.
That boy different. He like, hey, now.
And then and they got 6 Man of the Year, Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah. Back to back.
Yeah.
These white men are dangerous.
The only reason I think it's gonna be easy for the Celtics to get back is because I don't believe in Cleveland that much.
Everybody say he ain't even got pockets.
Damn, somebody else.
Lakers versus Cavs for the finals. Brian Wizard in Cleveland. You can't write it no better. And Barney J gets his first.
Lieutenant Dan probably wrote the LeBron song. LeBron. Nah, that would be fire though. I'm definitely with the Bron love for sure. But
yeah, we know.
I don't think they're getting past the Warriors, bro. I mean that. And I would hate to say it because if the Warriors win another if Steph Curry wins 5 championships,
oh man, we gonna go live. We gonna do a live-a-thon.
That's gonna be a conversation. I'm not even, bro. That's gonna be a conversation I don't even want to have.
Hold on. What do you say? You want to talk about the greatest?
I say this. I'll say it with humility. That's a conversation I wouldn't even want to have, bro. Because Steph Curry would not only be top 5, he would be top 3.
What?
And probably not 3.
No.
Okay.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. How is Steph Curry top 3 if he gets 5 rings?
5 rings with another Finals MVP?
Who else has 5 rings with 2 Finals MVPs? That didn't make him the GOAT.
Who has 2 MVPs on top of those?
One extra MVP.
MVP
does it. One extra MVP does it.
But I'm saying, like, bro, what other great was Kobe competed with in the 2000s?
Tim Duncan.
Yes,
but he didn't surpass.
He didn't surpass Tim Duncan. He didn't surpass Tim Duncan. Kobe's greater than Tim Duncan. Kobe's greater than Tim Duncan off of the type of player they both are. Facts alone. Tim Duncan resume and Kobe's are 2 different things.
Oh, so we just doing resume. We just going by Wikipedia and resume.
I'm saying we're doing about all of it, but I'm saying like Kobe, like Tim Duncan was more dominant than Kobe Bryant in the 2000s.
No,
that's not ridiculous to say at all.
No, he's not.
In the 2000s or 2010s? The 2010s, Kobe was more. Wait,
Kobe got 4 rings in the 2000s. Put up 20,000 points.
Yeah, 5 rings.
What? 2010.
Duncan has 4 rings.
We including 2010s too, or you talking decade or century?
No, 2000 to 2009, they both had the same amount of rings. And if I'm not mistaken, Tim Duncan won the MVP twice in that decade.
No, they did not. Tim Duncan only got 3 rings. 03, 05, 07.
or 99.
Or 3, or 5, or 7.
99 to the 2000s. Girl, you work with
Well, you already know how I feel about the 3P with Kobe.
I mean, if you want, you said what?
You already know how I feel about that.
No, because they played each
That's
other
not
during
a
the
no.
3P. They played each other during the 3P. Why didn't Tim Duncan get him out of there?
Shaq and Kobe is a different conversation than Kobe alone, bro.
Kobe played Tim Duncan alone, and he did not do nothing with him. They played each other in 2008 in the playoffs. What are you talking about? Who won that series?
If we bring it up years they don't win finals, then LeBron is gonna be the number one.
Oh
Period.
my God.
If we bring it up years we don't win finals. If you bring it up years, I'm saying.
No, that's terrible. That's
If you
bad
bring it up
ball.
years, you don't win
No,
finals.
that's bad ball. You
LeBron
just
James
said.
is number one
No,
always.
no, that's bad ball, bro. That's bad. Okay, don't let it be 2010. Hold on.
I'm standing on what I've said in the fact that Kobe is greater than Tim Duncan off of the player skill alone. Like they were two different players.
Yeah.
In regards to dominance in the league, Tim Duncan's like body of work is better than Kobe Bryant's.
2008, Tim Duncan, the reigning champs. They are the defending champs. They played the Los Angeles Lakers. Why did they get them out of there in 5 games if Tim Duncan is better?
If you're looking at one head-to-head matchup out of the 20 years they both was a part of the league, I'm sadly mistaken. I think you know how to manipulate stats. And that's okay.
No, you just said
that's okay.
When he played with Shaq.
No, but what I'm no. What I'm saying,
he can choose.
But in the 2000s decade, Tim Duncan won 3 rings.
So did Kobe won 4.
3 of those 4, Shaq was not the Finals MVP.
Wait, huh?
I mean, Shaq was the Finals MVP.
What does that mean?
I just said Steph had more Finals MVPs than Kobe. That's what it stemmed all the way from. That's why I said we'll have Steph over Kobe if he wins Finals. If he wins another championship, and he will have more than one Finals MVP than Kobe. He had the same amount of Finals MVPs. And
Dog,
more,
did
and
you
more
watch
MVPs.
Kobe? Real talk. Like, what is?
No.
No, he didn't. You heard him. I'm gonna clip him.
Because you can clip me 1,000 times over. And I'm standing on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm down on the hills all album rollout.
Bro,
That don't make no sense. If Steph Curry wins a 5th championship
and goes through LeBron,
yes, he would be top 3 all time, and dang near not number 3.
that doesn't make sense to me.
It would be Jordan, and after that, the conversation is open.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It does.
So you're saying, all right, let's say this, Preston.
It does.
If Curry wins the ring, wins a ring right now,
yes,
are you putting him above LeBron James?
Bro, you might have to. He won 5 championships on LeBron's watch. He got the 5 first before LeBron James. During LeBron James' era?
Greatest years, yeah.
What? What are we talking about? It's not
his era at that point.
Exactly.
That's actually not his era anyway.
It was never. I mean, Kobe's never had an era.
Cap.
Kobe's never had an era. In the years you're gonna say Kobe had eras, he didn't win any rings.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I brought up Tim Duncan. Because in the same years when Kobe was dominant, Tim Duncan was winning championships too. It's the same conversation. That's what I was saying. The only difference between Kobe and Tim Duncan is the way they physically play basketball. And Kobe is different, is more skilled than Tim Duncan by far. So I'm not saying that skill-wise. I'm saying like all combined with the resume included. Steph Curry is going to have to be top 3 all time.
Bro,
and that top 3 debate is a real debate.
You're just going off Wikipedia, bro.
No, I'm not going off of Wikipedia. With Steph Curry, you so caught up in the Kobe Tim Duncan, you missing the whole point, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Show me the picture. You got to focus,
all 3
my
of them
brother.
will have 5. This is not even going to
All
happen.
3 of who?
All 3 of them are going to have 5 rings. Kobe,
You think
Curry.
of LeBron? You think of LeBron pushes back to 3, Kobe's not going to 4?
Kobe, Tim Curry are all going to have 5 rings. And you're saying Curry's going to jump those 2?
Yes.
That is
Easy.
no.
Yes.
Easy.
Oh.
Because
Yes.
one of them, only 2 of them are the best all time in their position. Only 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, Magic is over Curry.
Nah.
Shut your ass up, bro. Nobody listen. Like we said, last championships we stopped that Magic shit.
I know.
Last championship we stopped that Magic shit.
I know you got your hair picked out like AC Johnson, but this is not that. This is not that. I know you rocking the, you know what I'm saying? Nah, this is not that. I know you rocking the
Pop up at the 5.
What's his name? The Spencer Haysworth.
Oh, yeah.
We're not Spencer Haywood. I know that's what you rocking. This is not that. Magic Johnson. I feel like after the last ring that they won in 2022, surpassed Magic Johnson, and it hasn't been a debate since.
Hands down.
I said he was top 10 all time in the last ring, bro. That's why I was saying, like, he wins the 5th ring. It's a different conversation.
Want to go? Wonders, come on, let's go. Get him in the chat.
Nah, he pulled. That's a good pull. That's a crazy pull.
Nah, get him in the chat, man.
But yeah, it's a different conversation. It's just gonna be a different conversation. That's all I'm saying. Now,
that's crazy. It's not gonna happen at the end of the day.
So you don't think Warriors are gonna win?
I don't know. It's Warriors.
I don't want it to happen.
The only two teams that it's early to say, but right now the only two teams that look like they're. Let's see, Warriors are. Yeah, it's looking like conference finals Western Conference Finals is going to be Warriors versus Thunder.
Yeah,
and Thunder, ideally, I mean they have it all.
They should
win. The role players are stepping up like we said they should. They've been the best defensive players. They have the best defense in the league. So if the role players are stepping up the way they should, Thunder should go to the finals.
They should.
But it's playoffs, baby.
That's the only thing about shit.
And at the end of the day, Celtics in 5 NBA finals.
I'm telling you right now, if Jason Tatum doesn't win Finals MVP this year, I'm done with him.
But y'all wasn't done. But you're sitting here talking about Curry, who took 4 rings to get his first Finals MVP.
Yeah, that's
Kobe Bryant took 4 rings to get his first Finals MVP.
Jason Tatum. Okay. You ready? Are you ready? Has Jason Tatum ever been top 2, top 3 in MVP vote?
I think 1 year. He hasn't.
The fact that we talking about top 3 is proving my point already, but here we go. Has Jason Tatum ever won an MVP?
No.
Has Jason Tatum ever been the best at his position? LeBron.
I'll probably say he's the best right now.
What position does he play? Does he play the 3 or the 4?
Small forward.
3. He's the best now.
Either way.
Right now, I'll say he's the best. Yeah.
That's the debate now. I ain't gonna lie. Still a debate. Has Jason Tatum ever set any records that changed the game forever? No.
Yeah, the Celtics have made the most threes in a season by a team.
The Celtics. Does Jason Tatum have everybody at pickup basketball shooting threes? No. Did Jason Tatum ever have any kids wearing Under Armour shoes in basketball? No.
Jason Tatum.
Wait. Are we comparing him to Curry now?
All-Star Game MVP.
He said, huh?
Jason Tatum has All-Star Game MVP. The Kobe Bryant MVP.
I can't even. I'm not even, bro. I don't even want to argue with this dude, bro. But anyway, why did you bring up Curry in this?
Because he's saying I'm discrediting Jason Tatum if he doesn't win Final MVP this year.
I mean, yeah. I can rock with that.
26. He gotta be 27 by now.
Because Kobe had 3 rings before he even became an MVP.
That's I mean, but Kobe was not. He was not an MVP either. He was not. He was a whole bunch of nadas either.
But he was the best player in the game. But he was the best player in the league.
Has Jason Tatum ever been the best player in the league?
He gotta wait for a couple.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Steph Curry has been the best player in the league.
What year?
2015.
Oh, that's crazy.
Got it.
No, it's not a got him.
Crazy.
2016 is a
That's
whole different year.
Crazy.
Got it.
No, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. I said 2016. I said 2016. He was not undoubtedly.
How about the last year they won the
that was
finals? Best player in
2018
the
or 2022? No, he
Was
was
it
not. 2022, he was
2022?
not. 2022, he was not. It was borderline Jokic at that time. Yeah. It was borderline between. It was like the passing of the torch between Giannis and Jokic at the time. Not saying that just because of the MVP.
They saying ain't no way. They saying ain't no way Curry passed LeBron. Yeah, all right. Was
somebody
more dominant than you?
Somebody still playing.
Yeah, was somebody more dominant than you in your era?
Bro, I'm a Bron, like, bro, like LeBron. If LeBron decided to quit basketball, we're gonna start watching Tubi movies at an all-time high rate. Like, we're done with the league for real.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm done.
It might make the league better.
It'll make the league a lot better.
It would not make it better. It would not make it better.
It'll be a
They're
much
already
better
getting cooked on Christmas with LeBron. They're getting cooked on Christmas with LeBron.
Exactly.
We might start watching Tubi movies.
Next time, make it Curry and next
If
time, make
LeBron
it Curry
James-
and Anthony Edwards.
If LeBron James is not playing Christmas this year, we might switch the channel to Tubi movies. It might be over with, bro. Thank you to the NFL.
Because NFL got a lineup now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you talking about ratings going down? You talking about the ratings getting better when LeBron leaves? The ratings are already going down with LeBron James.
I ain't saying nothing about the ratings.
LeBron James is the main conversation in every sports show.
I didn't say nothing about the ratings.
The NBA can't
about
compete
the basketball
with the NFL.
the brand of basketball, the game of basketball would be
That can't compete with the NFL.
much better product once he retires.
And then it's like, bro, even when LeBron leaves, there's still gonna be a LeBron James there. Like, you just got a JR at the end of the day.
No, because that's what y'all complain about in the regular season. Y'all sit here and say they need to take the Lakers off of TV. They need to take the Lakers off of TV. There's better teams we can watch. So once he retires, that's going to actually happen. You can't sit here and play both.
It's not because Luka Doncic. No, it's not because Luka Doncic. No, it's not.
But still, we want to see that. We want to see that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Curry's more dominant because he's.
I was saying that to say, bro. I'm a LeBron fan more than most, and I still have to have a real conversation if Steph Curry wins the 5th ring this year. I have to.
Yeah.
A real conversation will be had, and I think I'm gonna stop having conversations in the barbershop all alone. I'm not finna just focus on my fade, bro. I'm not finna debate that no more. Right. Bro, Steph Curry might be better than LeBron. I don't care, bro. Just finish my edge up.
No cap.
As much as you charging, I don't even want to get you in a heated argument because you already making me mad with what you charging right now. So, hurry up, finish my cut, bro. I don't want to talk. Steph Curry. Yeah. Steph Curry got it, bro. Finish my cut. I don't care. I can't care about that no more, bro. 5 rings while LeBron was in it, bro. I can't care.
Yeah,
I can't.
The Warriors have a better chance at winning the finals than the Lakers do. I'd tell you that much.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And that's what's scary about it, bro. They do not want to see them. Let's go Rockies. They do not want to see them, bro.
Hey, man, Warriors and Rockets will be lacing them up shortly, actually. Hey, man, we spent a lot of moments on the hypotheticals. Curry better make it count. You feel me? But we call Brown on that. And we will commence again next week. 30 Curry.